The world of technology is changing faster than ever, and at the center of this transformation stand two powerful titans, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. You've probably seen the headlines, the social media jabs, and maybe even the talk of a cage match. It's easy to think their rivalry is just another billionaire feuder personal spat played out for public entertainment. But if you look closer, you'll see something much deeper, something that goes to the very core of our future. This isn't just about two men. It's about two opposing visions, two different paths, and two entirely different futures for humanity. Let's start with what we see on the surface. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, we get a front row seat to their verbal sparring. One day it's Musk with a sarcastic tweet about Meta. The next it's a subtle jab from Zuckerberg's camp about Tesla. But while we're distracted by the drama, the real battle is happening behind the scenes. This is a battle fought not with fists, but with code, capital, and competing philosophies. It's a battle over the direction of our most powerful technologies. How artificial intelligence will shape our society, and whether we're truly prepared for the world that's just around the corner. At the heart of this rivalry is the single most transformative technology of our time, artificial intelligence, or AI. And on this subject, Musk and Zuckerberg couldn't be more different. They represent two fundamentally opposing schools of thought on how we should approach it. Let's talk about Elon Musk. When you think of Musk, you might think of electric cars, rockets to Mars, or brain-computer interfaces. But underlying all of these ambitious projects is a deep-seated concern about the future of humanity. And his biggest fear is AI. Musk has been one of the most vocal proponents of AI safety. He has repeatedly warned that uncontrolled artificial superintelligence could become a potential existential threat to our species. He imagines a future where AI, if not developed with extreme caution, could one day surpass human intelligence and control, leading to consequences we can't even begin to predict. This isn't just talk. His actions reflect this belief. He co-founded OpenAI with the original mission to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. And even after leaving, he started his own AI company, XAI, with a stated mission to understand the true nature of the universe. But a key part of that mission is building AI safely. Everything he does, from funding AI safety research to publicly advocating for regulation, circles around one central goal: keeping AI firmly under human control. He believes that we are sleepwalking into a potential disaster and that we need to hit the brakes, or at least be extremely careful about how we press the accelerator. For Musk, AI is like summoning a demon. You need to be absolutely sure you know how to control it before you draw the final circle. Now, let's turn to Mark Zuckerberg. His vision for AI is the polar opposite of Musk's, where Musk sees danger and calls for caution. Zuckerberg sees opportunity and calls for openness. As the head of Meta, Zuckerberg has steered his company to be a leader in the AI space. But his strategy is radically different. Instead of building AI behind closed doors, he has championed an open-source approach. His company's powerful large language model, Llama, was released for researchers and developers around the world to use, modify, and build upon. Why would he do this? In Zuckerberg's view, secrecy is the real danger. He argues that when only a few companies control powerful AI, it creates an imbalance of power and stifles innovation. By making AI tools open, he believes we can democratize the technology. This allows the global community of developers to spot flaws, fix vulnerabilities, and collectively steer AI in a positive direction. For Zuckerberg, the more people who have access to AI, the faster we can innovate and the more distributed the power becomes. He believes that the risks of AI are often overstated and that the benefits from medical breakthroughs to scientific discoveries are too great to be held back by fear. To him, open-sourcing AI isn't just a business strategy. It's a philosophical stance that progress should be shared, not hoarded. So we have these two completely different paths laid out before us. On one side, we have Musk's controlled safety-first approach. The advantage here is stability. By moving slowly and carefully, we can try to anticipate and mitigate risks before they become catastrophic. It's the responsible, measured path, but the downside is that it could significantly slow down innovation. Are we potentially missing out on life-saving discoveries or solutions to global problems by being too cautious? On the other side, we have Zuckerberg's open, fast-paced model. The major benefit is the incredible acceleration of development. When thousands of brilliant minds are all working on the same problem, progress happens at an exponential rate. It's a dynamic, exciting, and democratized approach. But it also comes with massive risks. In an open-source world, who is responsible when something goes wrong? How do we prevent bad actors from using these powerful tools for malicious purposes? It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy. This raises the central question of our time: which path is better for humanity? The cautious walled garden approach or the open, wild frontier approach? This isn't just a theoretical debate for tech enthusiasts. The outcome of this clash of ideas will have real-world consequences for everyone. It will influence everything from our economy and job market to our social structures and even our daily lives. The rivalry between Musk and Zuckerberg, therefore, extends far beyond their companies or their personal brands. It has become a proxy war for a much larger societal debate. Governments and regulatory bodies around the world are watching this unfold, trying to decide what to do. Should AI be heavily regulated, as Musk suggests? Or should it be allowed to flourish openly, as Zuckerberg advocates? The policies being drafted in Washington, Brussels, and Beijing right now are being directly influenced by this debate. The decisions they make in the next few years will set the course for our technological future. Think about it. If the world leans towards Musk's vision, we might see a future with stricter controls on AI development, perhaps with international agencies overseeing its creation. Innovation might be slower, but the technology would arguably be safer and more predictable. If, however, the world embraces Zuckerberg's philosophy, we could see an explosion of AI-driven innovation from all corners of the globe. Startups and independent developers could create amazing new things, but we would also have to live with the uncertainty and the risk of misuse. This is the question they represent, and the balance we ultimately strike between safety and innovation, between control and openness, will determine the kind of world our children and grandchildren will inherit. This isn't just their battle, it's our future being decided. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.